The silent erosion. What happens when you ignore the signs? Ignoring warning signs doesn't make them disappear. It makes them grow. When you notice your partner seeking attention elsewhere, but choose to look away, you set in motion a predictable pattern of relationship deterioration that unfolds like a slow-motion crash. Initially, the changes appear minor. She checks her phone more often. She mentions new friends you haven't met. She seems distracted during conversations, without acknowledgement and correction. These small shifts transform into the foundation of relationship breakdown. Your partner begins to value external validation more than the relationship itself. What starts as occasional attention-seeking evolves into a pattern where interactions with others take precedence over time with you. She becomes more invested in how others perceive her than in how you feel about her. As one relationship researcher notes, ignoring a partner's attention-seeking behavior essentially establishes a silent agreement to become second place. This creates a feedback loop. The more attention she seeks outside the relationship, the less emotional energy she invests in it. The less she invests, the more the relationship deteriorates, driving her to seek additional external validation. The problem escalates. Mild flirtation or innocent conversations gradually transform into bolder boundary crossing because unaddressed behaviors typically intensify rather than resolve. She tests limits, pushing boundaries further each time, interpreting your silence as permission. While she becomes bolder in her attention-seeking, you likely become quieter in your resentment. You notice the changes, but say nothing, perhaps hoping the situation will improve on its own. This creates another destructive pattern, her escalating behavior and your increasing withdrawal. Consider how a once vibrant relationship hollows out. A couple who once shared their daily thoughts now sits in silence at dinner, both scrolling through their phones. When they do speak, conversations remain superficial. "How was your day?" receives only "fine" as an answer. Physical touch becomes rare, then absent. They occupy the same space but exist in separate worlds. This deterioration resembles the proverbial frog in slowly heating water. Both partners adapt to each new level of dysfunction until they find themselves in a relationship fundamentally changed, transformed from lovers to roommates, from partners to strangers sharing an address. Research shows relationships typically reach a point of no return when these issues persist too long. After a certain threshold of damage to trust and intimacy, repair becomes nearly impossible. The Stoic approach offers a different path. Rather than ignoring problems, Stoicism teaches us to face relationship challenges directly and rationally. This means acknowledging observed behaviors without making accusation. "I've noticed you seem more engaged with your phone lately," opens dialogue more effectively than accusatory statements. The Stoic recognizes that while he cannot control his partner's behavior, he can control his response. This includes setting clear boundaries about what he will accept and being willing to enforce those boundaries if necessary. The wisdom here is powerful. See reality clearly, act with integrity, and maintain your principles regardless of others' choices. By addressing warning signs early and directly, you honor both yourself and the relationship, creating the foundation for either meaningful repair or dignified conclusion.